Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. So, neti neti, not this, not this, is the language of Upanishad. Not this means I am not the body. The body is mine. I am not the mind is mine. Not only do the scriptures say so, but also rational thinking makes it clear that what is delusionally projected cannot be an actual fact. It had been true, the world would have been available to me at all times. The body, mind, and intellect are not always available. In deep sleep, I do not get anything from them. Since they are not available, they cannot be truth. That which was not there in the past and will not be in the future, but which is apparent only in the present, is called an illusion. So that is the definition of illusion, which was not in the past, which will not be in the future, but which is apparently present in the present, is called illusion. Like this house was not there earlier. This house will not be after 500 years. This is an illusion. The whole perceived world, Drishya Jagat, is illusion in that respect. Thus, this is the conviction that the body, the mind, and the intellect are not Atma. And it is not only the verdict of the scripture, but through right thinking, it is amply clear that they are not real, but mere projection, like the serpent on the rope, the ghost on the post, or the silver on the seashell, or like the mirage in the desert. The snake and rope example is an objective, and the example of the dream is subjective, because one delusion is outside, another delusion is in inside, but both are delusion only. When we see something different, you know, even now also, when at our own home, at our own ashram, when all the bricks, all the corners we know, if there is electricity scarcity or something, power cut, if anything else just hanging like that or shadow, how we become afraid? Sometimes, not always. So, this is the projection of our mind outside. And when we sleep and we dream, big mountain, big river, you can, suppose you love the mountain and you are asking yourself that, oh, mountain is so beautiful. I want to purchase a mountain for a long time, but I couldn't find the seller who owns up the mountain. I can approach him that I want to buy the mountain. I'm having a river. I can give him, and with that river, I can purchase a mountain. So, this is the inner projection. Likewise, the whole world is outer projection, but both are delusion only. So, those one who is sadhu, a spiritual thinker, having eliminated the world within and without by rational thinking. Rational thinking is not secular thinking. Rational thinking is yukti with the help of sruti. Yukti with the help of Shruti will realize that I who experience the objects, emotions, and thoughts through the body, mind, and intellect am the one, the substratum, the pure consciousness. Now, mahavakya. How to understand mahavakya? So, mahavakya means, in English, it is the great statement. But what is the actual meaning? As a sadhaka, if you know, but as a sadhaka, if anyone asks you that what is the meaning of Mahavakya, it is called Akhanda Artha Bodhaka Vakya. Akhanda, there is no part, division. Apparently, you and me are different, apparently. But Swarupata, there is no Bheda. Like an ocean, it is Akhanda. There are so many pots. They are thinking, my water, his water, her water. The water is same. But with the delusion, we think this is that water, this is that water. Even in puja also, in at the time of Abhisheka, Mahasnana, 108 elements are required. What are the 108 elements? Among them, some waters are there. That water of 7 ocean, 13 auspicious river, then hot water, lukewarm water, dewdrop water, rain water, so many things, so many water I'm talking. See, all the water are ocean water only, and they are coming from the cloud. But when it drops in different place, our projection is different. So just remember one thing that once in Dakshineshwar, one person came, was like insane, matted hair, very dirty. The whole body is full of darts, and that fellow was licking the food from the thrown dish. Suddenly, Sri Ramakrishna saw that person and told his sevaka, his nephew, own nephew, Hridayram, that Ridu, he is a realized soul. Hridayram always had some, you know, superiority complex than his own uncle, because Ramakrishna never went to school. Yet a lot of people come to him, and he could not find any speciality in his uncle, because every day the same teachings. Many a times he started teaching his mm, uncle that why you teach the same thing in a same word in a same language to the people. How the new people will come to you? You have to know how to speak, how to teach. Sometimes don't take it otherwise. Huh? Please, it's my humble request. Just the thing came. Many times, what I regularly eat, like some, almond or something like that. Sometimes it is not there. So my staff serves. So he told it is not there. I told whenever it will come, just wait. He told, I have heard your class many a times. You have to make some changes over there. You have to tell some jokes in between. And in between, you have to tell in the class that, see, I eat all those things, but it is not there. Then only I told, okay, fix one day in a month. You will teach me how to teach. And he told, okay, really speak. So what about whatever? The thing is, so Ramakrishna told that, see, he is a realized soul. So Hridayram then and there started running after the map, because he was also bored with that person who doesn't have that capacity to take that kind of supreme teacher. He will always find some diluted one or alternative. Fickle person gets never gets happiness. You will see the successful man never does a lot of things in his life. He is the successful one who does single work in many ways. You will find in our family life also. Now people are getting bored with each other. That is why that divorce and all those things. Loss of lack of adjustment. How you will find new people with you? You have to accept the same person in a new way. And that is the art of living. Art of living is not like doing some pranayam. Art of living means how you will uh, accept the same person in a new way every day, to find out the newness in the same thing. Because every day we take the rice, we take the same breath, same thing. But it's out of delusion with something. This is the means this is the art of living. So that person started running because who is mukta, he doesn't want to be bound by anyone else. মুক্ত পুরুষ বদ্ধ হতে চায় না, না তো বাক্যের দ্বারা না তো বস্তুর দ্বারা, তারা মুক্ত থাকে। So when Hridayaram started running after that person started throwing pebbles on Hridayaram. Then Hridayaram earnestly request, please give some upadesha. How I will get God realization. That person just told one thing and asked Hridayaram, when I will feel that I have realized God. That person told that when you will feel, you will see, you will realize the equanimity between the water of the holy Ganga and the water of that drain are same. That homogeneousness, samatva. Samatvam, what? Yoga uchyate. Clear? So, I who experience the objects, emotions, and thoughts through the body, through the mind, through the intellect, am the one, the substratum, the pure consciousness. Tatastutau lakshanaya sulakshau tayorakhandai karasatva siddhaye नालम जहत्या न तथा जहत्या किंतु भयार्थात्मिकयैव भाव्यम. Beautiful things. One interesting thing will come here that I will tell you. Tataha tu. After that, tayoho. Of the two, akhanda eka rasatva siddhaye. For the sake of proving what you want to prove, the khandatva and advaitatva, to prove the homogeneousness and to prove the advaita, the one without a second. Tau, उन दोनों को means जीव और ब्रह्मा को Lakshanaya Tritiya. By the Lakshana, Sulakshau, you have to do vichara, discrimination, with a keen observation. Jahatya na alam. Jahati Lakshan, Jahat Lakshan is there in Vedanta. Not in Vedanta, in our life, every day we use. Each and every day we use. Jahati Lakshana or Jahat Lakshana or Jahal Lakshana. Tatha Ajahatya. Ajahat Lakshana na means mahavakya, means if you want to prove or if you want to realize the homogeneousness and real Advaita in between Jiva and Brahman, then not only the Jahal Lakshana, what we use daily in our daily life, or Ajahal Lakshana, what we also use in our daily life, are not enough. Ubhayarthatmikaya eva bhavyam, means we have to do jahat ajahat lakshana. What is that? Now you have to take the some part of that, some part of that. So lakshana means some thought. कुछ वृत्ति को बोलते हैं लक्षणा. जब कोई शब्द आते हैं ना, उसका मुख्य अर्थ अगर आप ग्रहण करना चाहते हैं तो हम लोग कुछ शब्द यूज करते हैं. तो जब सपोज कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो वी यूज सम सॉर्ट ऑफ phrase or something like that. So that is called vritti. In not thought here, vritti is the Vedantic term. We use some words, and that words are called lakshana. Like, we use tatastha lakshana. You are in the crossing on that side of Lake Road and Sarat Bus Road. As there is no banner outside of our mission, one new person wants to know what is Chinmay mission. Where is Chinmay mission? And suddenly one very nice raven, raven means crow, uh, just seated on the collapsible gate. So that person told, just look at the collapsible gate where the crow is seated. This is the main gate of Chinmay mission. So this is the phrase we use to make something understand, but it is not the actual, because the raven sits for few seconds, few minutes, not forever. So these phrase we use to make something else understand, this is called lakshana. Clear? So first one is jahati lakshana, ajahati lakshana, and jahat ajahat lakshana. So some technical thing I will tell. We will first read what Gurudev has written. Gurudev has written a lot of things. Okay, we will study. You are you, because of the infinite functioning through your vasanas. Listen carefully. Close your eyes and try to understand. I will read very slowly and I will try to simplify it. You are you, God is God because of the infinite functioning through the total vasanas. God means that. When you remove your equipments, there is neither a world for you nor a concept of God. Then alone you will come to understand that Jiva and Ishvara are one and the same. In order to realize that one is Brahman, Brahman means the reality, the intellect must be prepared by the study of the scriptures as well as by independent thinking and reflection. By an intellect which has been so prepared for this great flight, you must negate the body, you must negate your mind, you must negate your intellect and come to apprehend the truth. In the profound declaration, Tattvamasi, the implied meaning has to be ascertained and appreciated by an intellect which has already been prepared by the study of the scriptures. The word meaning in itself certainly sounds absurd. One should try to understand the implied meaning of the sacred words of the great rishis which burst forth from them in the white heat moments of their experience divine. If you handle the words, they convey no meaning. If you dandle, sorry, if you dandle the words, they convey no meaning. They, they talk directly of an impossibility. Therefore, you have to go deeper, analyze ruthlessly, and understand the sacred meaning behind them. In order to get into the very experience of the oneness, the experience of the common denominator in you and God is the infinite eternal truth. So, the suggestive meaning of a statement is generally appreciated in three ways. So, when I say the raid ran, I will explain in my own word this one. Okay. That will be much more understandable to you. See, there are three lakshanas in that way. That is Jahat Lakshana, Ajahat Lakshana, and Jahat Ajahat Lakshana. Yes. So from where the Jahat word comes? Jahat word comes from the verbal root ha. Ha means to give up. Ha means give up. Ha is the dhatu. Clear? Where I give up the direct meaning totally and I take the implied meaning is called Jahat Lakshana or Jahal Lakshana. Clear? So when I give up the direct meaning, and I take the implied meaning, is called Jahat Lakshana. What is Ajahat Lakshana? Now, when I don't give up what it is said, but I add something, it is called Ajahat. Suppose you are suffering from cold little bit. It's hot summer. All my students have come and I am serving my students. কি তুমি চা না কফি? না না, নো টি, নো কফি। তাই তুমি লেবুর জল? তাহলে তুমি লেবুর জল হয় না তো, ইউ আর নট। হোয়াট অ্যাবাউট ইউ, কফি? সো ইউ আর নট দ্য কফি। সো you have to know that what does it mean, that will you drink coffee? This is the meaning. So when this sort of phrase we use, it is called Jahat Lakshana. So when we just deduct the thing and imply the meaning, that what exactly want to say. Okay. So that is, so another is Jahat Lakshana. Suppose someone told, where is the ashram? Swamiji, it's in the lane. No, no. It is exactly on Sarat Bose Road. So if the house, if the building is exactly on Sarat Bose Road, how it will be? To make others understand, we use this sort of phrase. It, you have to know that it is just beside the road. You no need to go into the lanes to reach the place. So thing is, so this is called Jahal Lakshana, and like uh, couple will go to the party, and someone among husband and wife, I won't mention anything else, that told that I will come back from the office and he will be ready by 7. So the one knew everything else, so that one came at 6:15. That, honey, are you ready? No, 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 no. I need 2 minutes. So that one knows 2 minutes means 2 plus something. So, when Jahat and Ajahat Lakshana, it means you have to add something, you have to deduct something. So when Tattvamasi, mahavakya, you will try to understand, then you have to apply these two lakshanas. Means you have to take the third one, Jahat, Ajahat. Because if you take Tattvamasi in a direct meanings, that you are Ishvara. If someone says, I am that poor fellow, knows very, very little of Vedanta, and absolutely null knowledge about the whole world, when people knows a lot of things. And if you say you are Ishvara, means there is some problem. So you can't take the direct meaning. You can't deduct the whole. So then tat means how much of the tat you have to take and how much of the tat you have to r- deduct. You should know how much of the twampada you have to accept and how much you have to eliminate, that you have to know. So what has to be eliminated and what has to be kept, this process is called jahat ajahat lakshana. In the sloka it is told that mahavakya vichara, through mahavakya vichara only you can realize God, means Brahman. There is no other way. Vedanta says that for Brahman realization, আমি ব্রহ্ম, এই অনুভূতির জন্য mahavakya is the great statement, is the only way. Sravanam of mahavakya. So how you will do Sravanam and how will grasp it, accept it, digest it, and how you will nourish your spiritual appetite in a proper way. You have to apply that jahat ajahat lakshana. You have to eliminate something, you have to add something, and then that will be the exact discrimination. And with this proper discrimination, a lot of with lot of yukti, sruti, anubhuti, and enough shraddha in scripture, in Guru, and in God, a person becomes the man of realization. Hari Om Tat Sat.